Hello and welcome to your class today here on the Embodied Flow with me. I'm Helga and I'm super happy to have you join today's session. So for today, as you can see, I'm wearing more of sort of fitness clothes, nice and close to the body, stretchy. And I also don't have any socks, so please pause the video if you need to just do the same. And then place your yoga mat in the middle of your home in the chosen place that you want to practice today. And I also have some water and just one yoga brick. I might use it, I might not. And if you don't have a brick, you can always take a folded blanket or maybe a big book or a folded big jumper. That could work the same. So we are gonna flow through a nice little revitalizing vinyasa. It's been a little while personally since I've done that. I've been doing a bit more restorative and sort of calm sessions. I've really needed it, but now my body is asking for more fiery movements. So if that's you as well, welcome. When you are ready, we'll start in mountain pose. Beautiful pose to start with, to ground the body. So mountain pose, I plant my feet firmly into the ground. You can have a little bit of space between your feet or just have the legs glued together. Palms are facing the front. Shoulders are a little bit up and back with the chest open. Soft belly, just let your belly go. Look right ahead. And imagine a nice big mountain in front of you and all around you, and you yourself are also the mountain. So you are now embodying a very strong presence within your own body of a mountain that has a very majestic and imposing presence in its own space. So fuel yourself with that energy, with that intention. As you begin to breathe, just in any way that feels good to you, breathing with intention, really feeling the inhale and the exhale. Couple more breaths. Feeling the breath all the way down to the heels and the 10 toes. Beautiful. Now look down at your feet, just let there be space between your feet. And we come and raise one arm up to sky, bending the knees, looking at the thumb, taking the arm behind, looking at the thumb. Do this again. Inhale up. Exhale behind and down. One more time, big moves. Inhale up. Exhale here. Do it on the other side, opposite arm. One round. Second round, let's go. Last round, looking at your thumb. Beautiful. Walk yourself to the front of the mat. Look right at the horizon as you raise both of your hands up to sky. And then interlacing the fingers, bringing your index fingers together up like a pistol and really elongating your arms, feeling your spine, feeling your shoulders. And slowly place your arms back down and come and touch the floor, bending the knees slightly. And find a plank position. Holding the plank, nice strong arms. Don't worry about how you look or if you're doing it perfectly. Just feel your body. Option to stay still in the plank or swaying a little bit back and forth. If you want to feel your toes. And then slowly placing those knees down and bring your chest all the way down to the floor, untucking the toes. Bring your hands a little bit in front of you, outside of the mat, on your fingertips, looking over one shoulder and look over the other. Nice and juicy. Squeeze your glutes. Hands back towards your chest. Push yourself up into a beautiful downward facing dog. So definitely bending the knees here. Maybe walking the dog, so bending one knee then the other, and just feeling into the stretch of this, especially in the ankles and hamstrings, back of the legs. The neck is relatively soft, no tension in the upper body or the neck. And then look between your hands and walk yourself slowly and carefully towards the front. Again, don't worry about how you look. And then find a chair pose. So both knees are bent. I'm sinking my butt low here towards the earth. And my chest is looking forward, not down towards the floor. Arms up to sky. Enjoy this sensation in your body. Feel the fire of this chair pose. Fuel yourself with your breath. Now slowly stand straight again with your legs. And then kicking your left leg towards the back for warrior 3. So the standing leg is straight, or you can have a very small bend in the knee if that feels better. Warrior 3, looking down at the mat. The hands can be here behind you alongside your body, or at the heart center in prayer. And then slowly find the leg that was up in the air down to the floor for warrior 1. So my front leg is bent, the foot is facing the front here, but the back leg, as you see here if you look at me, has the heel slightly more out and the toes a little bit inward. Warrior 1, you can have your hands in prayer at the heart center if you want to feel your legs a bit more, or up to sky if you want to feel also your upper body in this pose. Bending that front knee generously. We should definitely feel the little burn. And then placing your right forearm on your right thigh, extending left arm up to sky, looking up at your thumb, breathing here. Open the side of your body. Feel free to stick your tongue out at any point. Now slowly look back at the front. Turn your back heel and your front toes, so the front toes are now facing the front, exactly as the front leg. For high lunge, arms up to sky, or cactus arms. Cactus arms have the hands here open with the elbows bent. Look down at your mat, place your hand on the ground and the back knee comes down on the floor. Untuck the toes on the back leg and lift your arms to sky for low lunge here. Hips are sliding towards the front and my hands come into a little pistol. Option to look up at your hands for a back bend. Beautiful. Now place your hand towards your front foot and lift yourself back up to the front of the mat and find a mountain pose for a moment. Now slowly bring your right leg back behind you into warrior 3 on this side. The standing leg can have a micro bend in the knee if you want. Lifting that right leg far away from the floor, squeezing the right glute. Find your warrior 1, placing the back leg down with the same position with the feet as we did on the other side. Front feet facing the front. Back foot is slightly tilted with the heel out and the toes more in. Hands at the heart center in prayer or up to sky. Bending that front leg nicely. And then left forearm on the left thigh. Right hand comes up to sky. Let's go. Beautiful opening. Bring your gaze towards the front and start to move your back foot so it faces the front. High lunge. The back heel is lifted off the ground, by the way. Arms up straight or in cactus. Give yourself a little smile here if that feels good. Look down at the mat and place your hands and back knee down for low lunge. Sliding those hips forward. And find your pistol at the top here. Index fingers touching. Option to look up here as well. Find your balance and your strength. For a little back bend. Place your hands down on the floor and kick your left leg back for a beautiful tabletop. So in tabletop, hands are flat on the yoga mat with some space between the fingers. And the knees are just stacked right under the hips. Take a beautiful inhale. Let's do that together. And then we extend the right arm and left leg. Nice straight line. Bring your gaze a little bit up and come and grab your foot if you can with that hand, lifting that knee far off from the floor, squeezing the glute. If you don't reach the foot, then just in that direction. And place your knee down. Taking a breath together as we extend left arm and right leg. Far away from the ground. And now we come and grab the foot, or if we can't, then just in that direction. And place your foot and hand back down. Tuck your toes and lift your hips back into a beautiful downward facing dog. Nice, stable hands here. Bring your feet closer as we raise the right leg off the ground. Beautiful, beautiful big opening here. You can bend the knee if you want. Place your foot down and lift the left leg up to sky when you're ready. Feeling into your body as you do this. An option to bend the knee here as well. And place your foot down. Bring your knees down. Come and stand up on your knees here, tucking the toes under for camel pose. So opening the chest, looking up, hands behind me, and then I come and touch the heels with my hands. So you can stay in camel pose if you want. Just hold it there and breathe. Or you can come into camel pose and then get out of it, come back into it a few times. Do what's best for you here. So just feel for yourself how you feel in that camel pose. Getting that release, getting that opening. And then whenever you are ready, in your own time, get out of the pose. And find your tabletop again. So in your tabletop, lift your left leg with the knee bent up to sky. And from here, we're going to do small pulses up and down without putting your knee back on the floor. Breathing here, just stay with your pulses. And you'll start to feel that this is working the glute. So keep pulsing until I tell you to switch your leg. Feeling into the strength of this exercise, of this movement in your own body. And slowly place your knee down. Switching legs, right leg up to sky with the knee bent. And we take small pulses up and down, heel towards the ceiling. embracing the fiery element of this for yourself. And slowly place your knee back down. Lifting the left leg again, and this time with the knee bent. Taking a hip opener, so up and down here. Bigger movements. Out to the side. Up and down. Still working that glute area, inner thigh and everything. Stay with it, stay with your breath. And switch the legs, same on the other side. Right knee comes out to the side and back in. Up and back in. Do this with me. Pulsing up and down to the side of the right room. And place your knee down. Find a child's pose for a moment, knees out. You can have your hands under your head as a pillow, or arms extended in front of you if that feels better. Relaxing the belly, relaxing the lower back, relaxing your glutes and thighs. Sending your breath there. On your next inhale, come back to your tabletop. And this time we're going to do a few little push-ups. So the knees, perhaps, you can walk them a bit further down, closer together. So push-ups on the knees. Doing them with me when you're ready. So going down and up. So I'm not going all the way down to floor. Just small pulses up and down here. And find a seated position after your push-ups. I hope you're feeling nice and sweaty in your body. So right now we're gonna take our legs out wide with lots of space between. For a forward fold here, letting the chest lean down, hands on the mat in front of you. And just enjoying that sensation, that stretch. So option to stay still in your forward fold, or just take small little rocks side to side, small little pulses, if you want to feel further into the inner thighs, the hips here. It might also feel nice to hold the toes. And just let your torso lean down towards your mat. Option to stick your tongue out here as well. And for our last movement of today's class, let's come up on the knees with the arms. Actually, I'm gonna face you so you see me better. So up on the knees with the arms like this in a little fist. And then we do small little circles or small pulsations. An option here to stand as well. I'm actually gonna stand up. I feel like I get more out of it that way. So keep doing your circles, just at shoulder level. You should start to feel the burn in the arms. And once you start to feel the burn in the arms, change the direction. So we keep the circles. We feel the burn of this and keep going for a little while, a few more breaths. And slowly bring your arms back towards you, alongside the body. Beautiful. So I hope that you enjoyed today's session and that you're having a good day and a good week so far. I'd like to invite you to maybe go for a little walk in nature after this class, or maybe sit at home with a nice little drink and your journal, and just take a moment to sort of continue this wellness state that you're in right now. Thank you so much for taking the class today, and maybe come and say hello to me in the comments if you want, with your name and where in the world you're practicing from. That would be lovely. I'll see you next time. Take care.